Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking to you about 7 trendy handbags that are still timeless. So you guys know how I feel about the whole trends thing. Even if a style is deemed out of fashion, if you really like the item, I really think you should just keep using and wearing the things that you like. But what I'm going to be focusing on in today's video is talking about the on-trend bags that are of the moment at the moment, but they've got enough classic features to them that make them also timeless. So even when the set trend is over, these bags I think you can wear for years to come. We all know what the typical classic luxury bags are, so we're not going to talk about those typical classic bags in this video. And I actually added my very first Bottega Veneta bag to my collection, and I think this is a fantastic example of a of-the-moment on-trend bag that I think is actually still quite timeless, so stay tuned for the review. This video is partly sponsored by FARFETCH, who I have shopped with many times before, even before I started working with them, and I've actually worked with them previously, as you guys know if you are a regular watcher of my videos. If you guys don't already know what FARFETCH is, it is pretty much a very large online luxury shopping mall where you can shop items from so many luxury brands at the comfort of your own home. It is an online platform where many smaller luxury boutiques all around the world are able to list the items that they have. These boutiques are authorized retailers for a lot of luxury brands that we love, like Saint Laurent, Gucci, Valentino, Bottega Veneta, you name it. And because they work with so many boutiques, the stock selection is just unparalleled. They have so much variety in their stock. So if you're after a particular style from, say, Saint Laurent, but you can't find it anywhere, your best bet will be with FARFETCH because they just have so much variety of stock. Because I was already shopping at FARFETCH for many years before I even started my YouTube channel, that makes it super special for me to be able to work with them. You guys know I'm really picky with brand collaborations, but I will absolutely work with brands that I have used before, that I paid my own money to use and shop at. So I do definitely recommend that you guys check out FARFETCH. Just to make your shopping experience even easier, shipping so fast with DHL Express shipping worldwide, returns are so easy, and I just love that through FARFETCH, the smaller luxury boutiques that would otherwise not have an online presence can have an online presence and have the exposure that FARFETCH gives them. I always try to support the local businesses around me, so for me, shopping through FARFETCH is just that. And I am so excited to share with you a brand new discount code with you again. So I have another 10% off FARFETCH code for you guys. So my discount code is FFISABELLE10 for 10% off your first order. So you do need to be a new customer with a new email address. Like I said before in my previous video, even if you are a regular shopper on FARFETCH, if you have any friends or family who don't know about FARFETCH, spread the love, get them to sign up, and you can place an order together. With the discount code, there are some terms and conditions. The expiry date, it is active for about 3 weeks, and there are some brand exclusions, but majority of the brands that we love are included in the discount code, including Bottega, Saint Laurent, you know, all the brands that I love and you love as well. So I'll leave all the T's and C's down below in the description section. So do make sure you head over to FARFETCH to have a look at what they've got. I'll leave a direct link to FARFETCH down below. And any of the items that I feature in today's video, if they are available on FARFETCH, I'll also leave those links down below as well. So the way I'm going to structure this video is I'm first going to be talking about the actual bag trend, for example, puffer bags, and then I'm going to go through my recommendations of bags that I think are still going to stay quite classic after the actual set trend is over. And I'm also going to keep the price point in mind. For each trend, there'll be a variety of price points that you can go for. And because these are still, I guess, the trendy items, I'm going to go for the more reasonably priced items. Now let's get started with the first on my list. The first trend I'm going to be talking about is the puffy bags. We've been seeing puffy bags everywhere. A lot of designers are coming up with soft, squishy, delicious leather bags. There's a whole spectrum of puffiness you can go for. So if you want to stay on the more classic side of the trend, I'd go for something just a little bit puffy, such as this YSL Lulu bag. The reason I'm going for this YSL Lulu bag for the puffy bag trend is because these Lulu bags aren't way too puffy, but they've got just enough puffiness to them to look quite trendy at the moment, but they do have enough classic elements to withstand the test of time. So when the puffy bag trend is over, I don't don't think this will look out of place at all. So other than the leather being quite soft and slightly puffy, it is otherwise a very classic flap style bag, just with the flap closure, with the double chains, and it is quite a well-made bag. So there's just not too many bells and whistles to this bag. And of course the price point as well. I can think of a lot of other pillowy bags out on the market, such as the Chanel 19, that are priced upwards of 8,000-9,000 Australian dollars, whereas the YSL bags are actually quite reasonably priced for the quality. I've said this time and time again. This particular one retails for 2,800 Australian dollars at the moment. So for the third of the price of an alternative, I think this bag is an excellent choice if you do want something that is puffy in your collection. The second trend on the list is the pouch bag trend, made famous by one and only Bottega Veneta. So we've been seeing all sorts of pouch bags everywhere for the last year or two, and I think this one has an element of that, but I think it'll stay relevant for a really long time. And I'm going to now show you what I picked up, because something like this I'd actually recommend. So to show you guys, I actually picked up a small pouch bag from Bottega in this beautiful beige color with that woven leather. I think it's called Intrecciato, which just refers to this woven style leather. This leather is just so soft and delicious, and it just smells amazing. Bottega is known for their amazing quality leather. I do actually have a little bit of experience handling Bottega leather because my mum actually has a small clutch and it's just aged beautifully. So the reason why I think something like this will be a more timeless option for this bag trend is because, first of all, the size is more manageable. So the first pouch bags that were really trendy were the massive dumpling looking ones, and they were just massive pouch clutches that you just wear under your arm or just were handheld. Whereas this one is a more manageable size. It is just a very regular crossbody sized bag that won't really look dated if the whole pouch bag trend is over, especially with the styles that have this Intrecciato leather. Bottega has been doing this woven leather for years and years and years. It's their things, makes the bag a little bit more classic as well. So these small pouch bags also come with a plain smooth leather as well. So compared to something like that, I think this is definitely the more classic looking alternative given the brand's history. And the other thing is the practicality and the versatility of this one compared to its larger alternative. So the fact that you can be hands-free, because this is a crossbody bag, that is just amazing. It doesn't fit a whole lot, but it does fit your bare minimum essentials. I tried my phone and it does fit perfectly. So I used to have the larger iPhone 7 Plus, which is a little bit of a squeeze to fit in there, but it does fit in. But I finally upgraded my phone after like 4 years to the new iPhone 12 Pro, not in the max size, but the normal size, the smaller size, and that one fits really easily with no problem. And the versatility is great. You can use this as a day bag, running errands, going shopping, but these straps are also removable, so you can actually turn this into a nice little evening clutch that you can just hold by hand. Not to mention price point. This bag retails for 2,400 Australian dollars at the moment, and that is a really excellent price point compared to the larger version, which might look dated much sooner. So this is definitely something that I can see myself using for a really long time. The third on the list is wicker bags. So wicker bags are staple summer bags, so they're not really trendy, but they're also not the classic bags. So with the wicker bags as well, there is a whole range of price points that you can shop for. I've seen some beautiful ones done by Prada, but they're around the 3,000 Australian dollar mark, all the way down to the one that I'm going to recommend is the Loewe basket bag, and that one is around 700 or 800 Australian dollars. It is an open bag, but if you are going for a wicker bag trend, I think that's a really good choice. First of all, price point is amazing. And second of all, it actually looks quite classic with all the Loewe classic features. With the tan leather, they do such a good tan color. You guys know that I'm obsessed with my Loewe puzzle bag, and that Loewe logo at the front, that just makes that bag actually quite timeless. And even if wicker bags become a little bit less trendy in the future, I think that sort of a basket bag style will definitely have its place in your collection. So even if you don't end up using it all the time, on a nice summer day with a pretty summer dress, going out on a picnic, that bag is just going to be perfect. So I'm definitely eyeing one. Yeah, I think it is worth taking the plunge for. The fourth bag trend that is becoming quite big at the moment is the Prada nylon bag trend. So in my opinion, Prada is one of those brands that have times where they're really popular and then other times they're not so popular. But recently, their nylon bags are just so trendy. So especially the Prada re-edition nylon bags. I actually think those bags are probably worth a splurge and that you can get a lot of use out of that one for a really long time and they'll still have a classic status to them because Prada is known for their nylon. So that in itself is timeless because Prada has been doing nylon bags for a really long time and they're really known for it. Don't get me wrong, they do some amazing leather bags too, but nylon is their thing. And the re-edition bag is quite versatile. You can use it for casual outfits and you can dress it up easily as well because of its many components. So if you want to dress it down, you can use the whole strap thing crossbody with the little pouch attached to it as well. But if you want to dress it up, you can just remove everything and use it as a chain shoulder bag. And I think that is quite a classic look. So even when the re-edition bag is not such a trendy thing anymore, you can use the two pouches separately and they're going to be quite functional. And again, coming back to the price point, its retail price is 1,850 Australian dollars at the moment, which I think is actually quite reasonable for a designer bag compared to some other alternatives. So one very good example is the Louis Vuitton multi-pochette, which retails for much more than that. So I think the re-nylon bags are really great if you do want to delve into this whole trend. Next up on the list is mock croc or croc embossed leather. This trend has been going strong for the last couple of years and I see more and more designers doing their bags in the croc embossed leather finish and they do it on more and more of their styles. So I actually think this trend is here to stay and the whole croc look might have become quite trendy lately, but it is a look that has been around for a really long time. So if you do want to invest in a croc embossed leather bag, I do actually think that it is going to be a timeless piece in your collection, but still quite on trend at the moment. So something I'd recommend from this trend that would stay quite timeless in your collection is something like the YSL Uptown pouch. I don't even need to talk about this anymore because I've talked about this on my channel so many times. It is a very classic looking clutch. I don't see it going out of fashion at any point. It is a simple envelope style clutch. It fits all your essentials. It is an amazing evening bag at an amazing price point. So this one's around the 800 Australian dollar mark at the moment. And I think it's actually quite a clever purchase to make if you are looking into trying out the croc leather trend, but you're not sure whether you're going to get along with it. Try something like this because it won't break the bank, but you'll get to enjoy the whole mock croc thing. And because this pouch has all the classic features of just a very classic simple clutch, you'll be able to use this for a really long time. Number 6 on my list is the Vanity case looking bags. You know, a lot of designers are doing all variations of vanity cases and attaching a strap to it, making bags of these designs. So in a few years time, maybe not a lot of people will end up using these vanity looking bags anymore. But the reason why I think purchasing one of these bags may actually be a timeless purchase is because when the trend is over or whenever you're sick of carrying the vanity case bag styles, then you can just remove the straps and use these bags as actual vanity cases for traveling or in your closet or on your dressing table. It'll make a really nice statement piece. So for this trend, what I'll actually recommend is actually buying a vanity case from a designer that you like. And I actually really like the Gucci Ophidia version because the price point is really, really much better than getting some of the other alternatives. You see those Dior ones on the market, they're upwards of 3,000 Australian dollars for a canvas thing. And the canvas finish is actually quite similar to the Gucci one that I'm really interested in. And you can easily just add a chain or a canvas strap to the Gucci Ophidia vanity case and turn it into a bag. And for all the reasons I've stated before, it is something that you can keep in your collection and use for a long time, even if the vanity case bag look is not so hot anymore. And the last bag trend that I'm going to talk about is the canvas mixed with leather type bags. So we've been seeing this combination on a lot of designer handbags lately as well, probably in the last year or two. And there are some more classic status bags that have always had this sort of combination, like the whole Gucci Ophidia line. The body of it is made with the whole fabric material and it has some leather details, trims and straps, and bags like the Hermes bags that have been around for a really long time that are considered classics. bags. Recently, these sort of material bags have become quite trendy, I think because of the practicality and the price point. These bags are generally quite lightweight because the canvas is a much lighter material than your leather. And for the most part, they're actually quite easy to maintain. And generally, the canvas versions of bags are a little bit more affordable than their leather counterparts. But these designer canvas bags are actually quite durable. So if I were to pick a bag from this trend, I would pick something like the YSL camera bag in a more classic color because that bag design just wears this trend so well. It is a rather casual silhouette, so the whole combination of canvas with some leather looks amazing on a casual silhouette. But because the camera bags are generally quite a classic design, even if the whole canvas and leather trend is not so hot anymore, you can use it for many years because it is just going to be a really convenient, lightweight, classic looking camera bag. So it'll definitely have a place in anyone's wardrobe in the long run. So these are the 7 trendy bags that I think are actually timeless. What do you guys think? If you have other suggestions, do share them in the comments below. Again, thank you so much to FARFETCH for collaborating with me on this video. Don't forget to check it out. And if you end up needing anything, don't forget my 10% discount code. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today. And I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys!